Hi everybody, welcome back to Blossoming at Home. After a long break, I'm back with a new series that is called Mindful Parenting. And when preparing for that, I was thinking about talking about homeschooling and how to bring up multiple siblings. And then I realized that homeschooling is not that topic, but what did happen to us before conception and during our pregnancy, what happened after our children were born. Homeschooling is a very, very small part of bringing up children. So I thought about calling the series Before Conception, from before conception till adolescence. And when you think about it, our ancestors, for example, when they got married, they were planning the time of the conception of their children. They were preparing for it mentally, physically. They were purifying their body and spirit in order to give birth to healthy offsprings. And not only healthy, but also happy. In today's world, some people do take conception consciously and decide to prepare for it, but often it just happens. But let's talk about the scenario when the family decided to have a baby and decided to prepare for the pregnancy, for the conception. And pregnancy is something that is, let's say, hidden from this world. It's like a seed that is put in the ground. We don't see the shoot, but the seed is developing. So the pregnancy is the time of the baby hidden, as if to speak, before it enters the world, but nevertheless, very important time. So, and not only the woman's body has to be prepared for the conception. I will talk about my experience. When my husband and me decided to have our first child, it was a conscious decision, and we consciously decided to cleanse before conceiving. So we were not drinking alcohol, for example. We were staying away from junk food. We did cleanse. It wasn't a very long one. It was a 1 week long cleanse. We were drinking greens and alkalizing our system, and I can share all about it in other videos, how to do proper cleanse. Nevertheless, we took the time before we conceived our first baby. And to tell you the truth, it was a very, very good decision because my pregnancy was healthy. The baby was born healthy, big, I mean, good-sized baby, and without problems. So I encourage every couple to look at their own situation, and sometimes what is good for one person is not necessarily good for the other. Maybe even do a little check of what your body is lagging, do a blood test and see what do you need. If you need the cleanse, or maybe you need extra nourishment. For sure, it's good to stay away from alcohol, and for both parents, for a mother and a father. And sometimes when a couple cannot conceive, a good cleanse would be recommended, purifying the system and prepare for the entrance of the baby. So in the next videos, I will talk about pregnancy, about early childhood, and of course we will come to homeschooling eventually. But I do believe that everything comes as a package, and if you had good experience during your pregnancy, most likely you will have an easier time when your baby is little, after it's born, after she's born, or he. And as I said, I will talk more in detail about different type of cleanses that you can do before pregnancy. And I also would do some, I will give some recommendations about what you can do during pregnancy to stay healthy, to stay strong, to stay vibrant and capable, and all of this in today's world. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm preparing to do many of those kind of videos. If you are interested in them, maybe you are interested in some topics, ask me in the comments below, leave me questions, maybe share your experience. What did you do before conceiving, or maybe you are planning on having a baby? What are your thoughts, what are your fears, and we can talk about those topics. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.